It truly boggles my mind. I mean, everyone agrees about harvesting bodies for organ donation or scientific study, right? But honestly, why are those the only uses that are acceptable? Not everyone is a scientist. Our bodies are good for so much more. First of all, the meat. Look, I'll admit, it's not Wagyu, but it's 100% viable. And in the right hands of a decent chef, it can be quite tasty. Like pork. Almost. It's a lean meat, depending on the person. And there's lots of protein for nutrition. Even older meat, though it's a bit stringier, is still fine to eat. And if it's not your thing, you can always use it as bait for hunting. Developing countries would especially benefit from utilizing it. Even just as, feeding the livestock. Then there's skin, which has many practical uses, from tanned, book covers, leather jackets, lampshades, hats, you name it. It's very pliable and easy to work with. Not thick and unwieldy like what you get from other animals. And trust me, only an expert can tell the difference between a belt made from cow leather and one made from human leather. You could be wearing one now and not even know it. Hell, you would be bragging about it. Like, dude, it's exotic. Bones. Though those are the biggest ones for me. Flesh can rot and become useless or even worse. Dangerous to consume. So, we need lots of regulations and whatnot. I'll grant you that. But bones, they stay viable for hundreds of years. And they're everywhere. You can make all sorts of tools from them. From knives to arrow tips to eating utensils. The bones of our toes and fingers are like the perfect size for jewelry and other trinkets. Plus they carve almost as beautifully as ivory. It's ridiculous. We could be putting a dent in the ivory trade. People. Just by making it more socially acceptable. But no. We're too scared to re-examine social norms that some illiterate goat herders decided on 1,000 years ago. The fact that people bury very good bodies, or worse, burn them down to ashes, is so wasteful in an increasingly conservation-minded society. We recycle everything else, don't we? If you ask me, it's insanity, really. That we just throw it all away. Whereas actually using dead bodies is a completely sane thing to do. You'd think that this would be clear to anyone with a rational mind, or at least one or two in any random group of 12. But unfortunately, the jury didn't agree.